She's going and saying that we're gonna have another update, another sneak peek. I don't need more sneak peeks. There's no more sneak peeks. It's like you keep showing me the food and I can't eat it. It's like, whoa, here's a little image of an asparagus. Here's a little small picture of a hamburger. I just want the full meal and I want to eat. Phasmophobia. Let's talk about it. Let's debate. Right off the bat, I have a controversial take. I don't know if it's that controversial, but I don't know who is with me on this. This was posted Thursday, August 3rd, developmental preview number 13. Welcome back. We got some news for you. Any information and images are work in progress and may change drastically before releasing. That really soothes my heart, just knowing that anything that we read may be subject to change. Thank you for that. ID cards. We thought it was about time to show you the changes to ID cards and how you'll customize the ID cards now that you have 2 slots to choose from. I appreciate the effort. I really think that they tried to make this as sexy as possible. I'd love to know who is out here raving about ID cards. Who's in the lobby of Phasmophobia taking a look at their ID card and thinking to themselves, oh, you know what? I'm really missing a badge here. You know, I'm really missing showing off all my accolades on the board. I might not play Phasmophobia enough to really get that. But for me, this is my personal opinion, is when I go into the lobby, I'm hardly ever looking at the badges. And maybe if they added stuff to add to the badges, maybe that's going to encourage me more to look at the badges. But this makes no difference to me, and especially prestiging in a game. I thought that was more for team games. For example, Black Ops or Call of Duty. When you are in a lobby and you're looking at different people that are in your lobby, you can check their stats. You can check their card, their icon, their cool accolades that they've gotten throughout the game. That is a different type of game though. Remember, Call of Duty is just mano-y-mano. Like, it's one person versus another, a team versus another. There's an aspect to it of I'm better than you, you know. That's how Call of Duty kind of operates. The ID card is, I guess what they're saying with the ID card is, hey, show off your cool achievements with your friends and maybe you can be proud of it. I guess that's just weird for me to say. Compare the prestige and all of the level gaining to a first-person shooter. And when you prestige in first-person shooters or like Call of Duty, showing off your badges and your icons and your prestige level, all of that makes sense because you're going against another team. You want to be intimidating. You want to show off how long you've been playing the game. It makes sense. In Phasmophobia, it's a team game. You're grouping together to try to solve something. I'm not looking at my teammates and thinking, oh wow, they've been playing for 16 years and they were able to collect 5 bones in the first month, so they got this badge. I mean, hey, I appreciate that you guys have like achieved things. Like if I'm playing with somebody in Phasmophobia, but am I here staring at the ID card? No. Doesn't make sense to me that they would put a whole update specific to the ID card. I am curious who was out here just asking for an update on the ID cards. Who was out here just thinking to themselves, you know, I just can't wait to look at my, like, show my ID card off, which is like 1% of a game overall. You're mostly doing hunting. You might be in the lobby for 10 seconds. My whole point is, who the fuck cares about the ID card? Well, we thought it's about time to show off the ID cards so you can customize your ID cards. But so this is what's going on with ID cards. They're saying, I have to shout her out, Chicky TV, great job on these.
So we'll be seeing players from Xbox and PlayStation in our lobbies.
Will we though? That's a valid question. Are we gonna see a lot of people from PlayStation and any other consoles? Are we? Is it gonna be a huge spike? I think it's gonna be, as far as percentages goes, it might be like 10%. Everybody plays this on PC, but maybe that's because it's been out for so long. I don't know.
Also, your experience bar here will now be colored to match your ID card. You'll also have 2 slots for badges, which if...
I'm so over these ID cards. I'm so over them. I think that only some people care about these. The people that care about these badges and the colors and everything are a little bit more hardcore than I am. I'm more of a casual player, so these colors and badges, they're not gonna make any difference to me. It's just cosmetic.
There are 3 options here, the first being the prestige badges. Notice some of these are blurred out, which is to keep them a surprise until after the update is released.
No one cares! Why are they? They're like, oh, we're gonna blur them out. We're gonna blur them out, everybody. It's so spooky. We're never gonna know what kind of badges you can have.
Or in other words, the parabolic microphone. You probably know that I've been very critical of this item in the past. For the most part, in early...
Okay, parabolic microphone. I don't know anybody that uses this. It's only used for challenges. I only find that people use these for challenges and if they're really, really having a hard time finding things, but regardless, the thing sucks. Main problem with it is when you're using it, it is it's not omnidirectional, but it's like directional. I totally forgot that was a thing. That's what exactly. You forgot it was a thing because nobody uses it. Nobody likes using it. The only purpose for this really is to get a challenge. And I think that's why they made it a challenge. When you have to get one of the objectives, I mean the objectives really. The objectives are usually using the parabolic microphone in some shape or form. I think they only did that and so that people would have to use a parabolic microphone. Otherwise, they would never use it. It's almost useless. Almost. Because when you are making, let's say you're even in there with 2 people, let alone 4. 4, forget it. 4 people in a house using the parabolic microphone, forget it. Forget it. 2 people, okay, here's how it works. You are in 2 different sections of the house, and somebody's running around upstairs or rummaging through a closet looking for their shoes. And then you pick something up on the parabolic microphone, and you can't tell if that's your partner in another room or if it's the ghost. And as far as when you have ghosts going through the parabolic microphone with their like spooky sounds, it's very rare. It's very rare, almost undetectable or dependable at all. So the parabolic microphone as a whole was not useful whatsoever. But what they're doing is they're going to be adding a tier 3 version. It's actually me eating Cheerios in the closet.
For tier 1, you'll have a parabolic microphone that looks something like...
I gotta say, this is the new tier 1 microphone. The tier 1 microphone looks like you strapped like 4 dildos together and put a like piece of plastic on the end.
Small and affordable.
Small and affordable. What is the purpose of it?
For tier 2,
it doesn't seem that useless after all. It's just the look of it kind of triggers me. I don't like the design of it, but the last thing they said is kind of interesting.
Through the headphones, allowing the player to hear it clearly.
So you can use your headphones that you're attached to on this microphone.
For tier 3, we will have this paramic, which is able to...
Tier 3 mic will be able to detect kind of like, you guys know the Call of Duty. There's a Call of Duty heartbeat reader, heartbeat sensor. Very useful in Call of Duty. I think it was Modern Warfare 2. This reminds me of that. And they might still have the heartbeat sensor in the Modern Warfare, but I don't play it enough to remember if they do or not. However, very, very useful. This will be able to detect where you're getting sounds based on your position in space. The GPS little element to this is very, very useful. So I see this being the only reason anybody would use a parabolic microphone, but it's potential to... There is potential for tier 1 to be useful as far as being able to hear sounds. The tier 2 seems absolutely not useful.
This with a promise of more teasers soon, which means we likely won't be seeing the update next week, but instead another sneak peek.
I don't even want to believe she just said that. I'm going to totally disregard she said that. I'm just going to be oblivious. She's going and saying that we're going to have another update. Another sneak peek. I don't need more sneak peeks. There's no more sneak peeks. It's like you keep showing me the food and I can't eat it. It's like, whoa, here's a little image of an asparagus. Here's a little small picture of a hamburger. I just want the full meal and I want to eat. It's like if I went to a restaurant and they gave me the menu And they kept asking me to order 500 times and they never brought out my food. That's what this feels like. So Phas, just release the update. Stop giving sneak peeks. Nobody cares about ID cards. The parabolic microphone sucks. You're trying to make it better, but still, I don't see people using it. Tier 3 maybe, but I don't know what you want me to say. Am I excited about the update? A little bit. A little bit. Am I gonna play it when the update comes out? Yes. But you guys are killing me to death with these small sneak peeks.